One team is already through the USCAA Division II Women's National Championship. That is Central Maine Community College, the number 2 seed. The Mustangs defeated Penn State Lehigh Valley 65-53 moments ago here on the campus of Penn State Fayette. Now it's the 1-4 matchup between the 4th seed Johnson & Wales Wildcats and the number 1 seed in the country, Villa Maria, the Vikings. Hello, everybody, alongside Nick Barczyk, I'm Rob Longo. The second half of our semifinal doubleheader on the women's side of the Division II National Championships just about ready to get underway between Johnson & Wales and Villa Maria. Villa wins the tip and goes right to work. One of the quickest baskets you'll ever see as Nina Cray gets the scoring started early.
That was quick, Rob. Yeah, Cray with the layup. And this team, after beating up Fayette, I can tell you this, they're athletic, quick, they shoot really well. They set some USCAA records yesterday. A lot of steals, a lot of assists. They're going to be tough to beat.
Villa Maria out of the gate quick with a turnover there. Starting 5 for the Vikings, 24-2 overall in the season. Long 3 is short. Pulled down by Johnson & Wales, Anisha Hankerson. For Villa Maria, it's Shaquana Owens, Armani Jordan, Bianca Brown, Nina Cray, and Shemeka Miners. So 3 juniors, a sophomore, and a senior in the starting 5 for the Vikings. Again, 24-2, the top seed in Division II. On the break, here's Armani Jordan. Euro step floater in the lane, off the window and in. Good move by Jordan. They'll get free. 4-0 Villa Maria early on.
Pretty move by Jordan with the finish.
For Johnson & Wales, it's the same starters as yesterday as well for the Wildcats. Bianca Covington, Chase Muhammad, Jada Morgan, Kayla Kent, and Anisha Hankerson. A freshman, 2 juniors, a sophomore, and a senior for the Wildcats. And that one able to rattle home for Chase Muhammad.
3 for Chase Muhammad.
Muhammad had a big game yesterday. It was a little quiet with only 8 points, but Villa Maria steps out of bounds. Covington had the ball and stepped out of bounds, I should say.
Villa Maria retains possession.
On the inbounds, it'll be Bianca Brown. Now over to Shaquana Owens, chucking up a 3. Nothing but net. Villa Maria came to play here. 7-3, a minute and a half gone.
Just as expected. They shoot well, they're quick, and good start for them, up 4.
Villa Maria got off to a little bit of a sluggish start against 9th-seeded Penn State Fayette yesterday, but turned on the Jets in the second half with a 92-51 win over the host Nittany Lions. Foul line extended three-pointer, rims around, no good. Covington pulls down the missed shot from Bianca Brown. Here's Covington in the front court to Muhammad. Crossover, sluts through 3 defenders and is able to draw a foul on Armani Jordan. That is her first. Jordan got in some foul trouble yesterday for Villa Maria. She had picked up 2 fouls in the first quarter, had her 3rd in the second, and had to sit the majority of the first half. Was able to come back in the second half and had 15 over 19 points in the third and fourth quarters, I should say, as that long 3 misses.
And we'll see how foul trouble impacts this game like it impacted the first game we had. Lehigh Valley, they had a few players foul out, and Central Maine was just too much for them, and some contact here.
Yeah, Hankerson came down on the arm instead of going straight up. Easy call for the officials.
2 shots for Cray.
So Hankerson picks up her first, team foul number 1. Team fouls at 1 each. As Nina Cray goes in the line, a 69% foul shooter on the season. Averaging close to 10 points a game, able to get the first one to fall. She's got 3 of Villa's first 8 points. As Villa knocked off 7th-seeded Davis College 92-51 on Monday.
Shooters roll.
Another one's in. Or check that, no, that was Penn State Fayette, I should say.
Yeah, Villa Maria 92-51 win, and you're right, they got off to a sluggish start, but Fayette, they don't have the athletes. Coach Hillen did all he could, but Villa Maria with head coach Al Monaco, too good, too athletic.
That one out of bounds, another turnover for the Wildcats. Yesterday, Armani Jordan had that 19-point performance that was tied for a game high. Nina Cray had 16 points, and Shaquana Owens ended up with 12. Talk about that third and fourth quarters as there's a big 3 from Shaquana Owens. 6
Owens
points
wide open on the wing, Rob. inexcusable for Johnson and Wales, and they call a timeout.
Good timeout there, as it's a 12-3 run to start off the first quarter. It's going to extend into immediate timeout with a 9-point advantage for top-seeded Villa Maria over 4-seeded Johnson and Wales in our second semifinal from Penn State Fayette in the 2019 USCAA National Championships. So a 12-3 run for Villa Maria. Just 2 minutes and 57 seconds gone here in the game. Rob Longo, Nick Barczyk with you on our back end of a women's doubleheader here at Penn State Fayette. Men will be coming up after this one. Those two semifinal games. Plenty of upsets going on over there. 9th-seeded Penn State York is into the semifinals, along with 10th-seeded NHTI. New Hampshire Technical Institute. Good ball movement in the front court from Johnson and Wales. And a long two.
Long pass, Jada Morgan.
Jada Morgan.
Morgan, nice move there. And Johnson and Wales, if they have a hope in this game, it's to move the ball, take good shots, because Villa Maria is so quick and so athletic.
That one tipped around, and Morgan pulls down the loose ball. Here comes Covington. Slows down, cuts around one defender, draws some contact, and a foul is called on Armani Jordan. So once again, 2 quick fouls for Jordan, just like yesterday. She had to go to the bench.
And that's an issue. Jordan averaging over 14 a game.
It's going to force Takia Gray right into the game once again. Covington able to make the first.
Yeah, you're right. Gary checks in from Washington, D.C.
Villa Maria College located in Buffalo, New York. Covington makes the second. Didn't realize how many colleges are in the Buffalo region.
Oh, it's incredible. There's plenty.
There's all walks of life, too. Division I, Division II, Division III, and some USCAA members as well.
And they're used to the snow, even in March.
Oh, absolutely. Tracking down that one was Kayla Kent, able to find Jada Morgan in transition. Muhammad crossover. 2-3 zone look for Villa Maria. Covington slicing across, errant pass. Rolls out of bounds looking for Kayla Kent.
Can't do that. Careless pass indeed. And again, you have to limit the mistakes when you're playing a team like Villa Maria.
And Villa Maria in that game yesterday.
The turnover here.
With that turnover, Muhammad coming the other way. Misses that one.
2 missed bunnies. Can't have that happen, but
Third time's the
charm indeed. And one, Rob.
Yeah, Covington able to put back the basket, and Shemeka Minor picks up her first personal. It's already team foul number 3. With a little over 5.5 to go in the first quarter. But finally have a chance to talk about that Villa Maria game yesterday. Jordan had that game-high 19 points. 2 other players in double figures as Covington hits the and one for 5 of Johnson & Wales' 10 points early on. Villa Maria had 33 points in the third quarter, only allowed 6 in the first quarter and 7 in the fourth.
Yeah, they clamped down defensively and put on a clinic.
And they get it done on both ends of the floor. The 3 ball's not falling here early on, though, for Villa Maria. It did for the first 2 minutes, but ever since that media timeout, it's been a little bit of a cold going. And how about Colin Bank from the side for another long 2 from Jada Morgan?
Yeah, great baseline jumper.
Able to get a little kiss off the window. Bianca Brown in the front court to Shemeka Minor. A little pitch and catch between those two. Now it goes to Nina Cray on the block. She loses control. Muhammad trying to outrace Minor and does so with the easy layup. So all of a sudden here, Johnson & Wales with a 14-12 lead after a 12-3 run to start off the game for Villa Maria. Trying to answer Vikings can't, but Cray with a big offensive board.
It's a great board.
Miner's going to step into one. Off the mark to the left, no good.
They're quick to shoot the 3-ball. Villa Maria likes to shoot, and
yeah, but Johnson and Wales quicker down the other end of the floor as Covington now has 7. How about this? A 12-3 run is now a 13-0 run going the other way in favor of Johnson and Wales.
Quite a change of events, and that 3 off the mark.
This is
almost too trigger happy for Villa Maria.
It's got to be frustrating if you're Villa Maria.
Yeah.
Nothing's falling, and Muhammad, great take to the rim, just couldn't get the roll. And a foul is called. It'll be on Takia Gary. Her first, team foul number 4. No more to give for the final 4 minutes. And it's going to force a 30-second timeout called by Villa Maria. So again, 3:59 to play. It's now a 4-point lead by Johnson and Wales. Taking a look at both teams, Johnson and Wales 17-8 overall on the year. Went 6-2 in Eastern Metro Athletic Conference play. Johnson and Wales as a school was really influential in creating that new athletic conference this season. Villa Maria is 24-2 overall. Vikings, located in Buffalo, New York, went 23-8 last season. Lost to the 2nd seed Johnson and Wales in the USCAA semis, 65-47. Upset Maine Augusta in the first round, as Villa Maria was the 6th seed. So these two teams certainly have a lot of history between each other.
Certainly, and it's good to see them meet up here. In the USCAA's quick catch and shoot from the wing, no good.
Second chance from Chase Muhammad. Good positioning on the board. She now has 7.
Offensive boards lead to buckets, easy buckets.
Both these teams able to score the basketball. Muhammad had that one read all the way. Has Covington with her, but she's going to take it herself. Can't get the roll, though.
Too strong there.
Jordan back into the game with 2 personal fouls. Stop and pop from inside the lane, and Covington with another board. And a bad reach-in foul there by Bianca Brown.
Team foul number 5.
Yeah, so we'll have foul shots here. Good on the line will be Kayla Kenne, 63.5% free throw shooter. 5'9" freshman, averaging 6 points a game this season. Right-handed shot, hits the front of the rim, no good. Ken from Wilson, North Carolina, went to James B. Hunt High School. Johnson and Wales located in Charlotte, North Carolina, the Queen City.
That's right.
Able to make the second one. A lot of Queen cities in the United States.
Yeah, Cincinnati, of course, being the most prominent one, I would imagine.
The only reason I would think of Charlotte first is because of Queen's University.
That's true.
In Charlotte, which happens to be the employer of Aram Perunek, the interim head coach for Johnson & Wales. His wife, Kristen, is an assistant coach there on the women's basketball side.
There you have it.
Anisha Hankerson misses the jumper.
Bad shot there.
Coming the other way with the easy roll.
Nice finish, Brown.
Is Bianca Brown. 4 players on the score sheet already for Villa Maria. 4 as well for Johnson and Wales. Pretty even scoring, but it's been Bianca Covington and Chase Muhammad with 7 points each, leading the way for Johnson and Wales in a 5-point advantage with under 3 minutes to go first quarter. 14-footer rims out. Try saying that 3 times fast.
It's tough.
And a foul called on Jada Morgan. Morgan gets her first, team foul number 2. Johnson & Wales is going to go to the bench, and Justice Wallace, 5'9" junior, will check in for Anisha Hankerson. Hankerson can be a dominant post player, but can get into some foul trouble a little bit. Played pretty clean yesterday for the Wildcats against Penn State Beaver.
Good offensive rebound there after the 3 that was way off the mark.
Jordan back to Cray. Tries the baseline, it's not there. Now she kept that right pivot foot barely on the ground, enough to not get called for the travel. 1 dribbling up and in for Shaquana Owens. She's got 8.
Good play by Owens. Quite the player. Player of the year in the USCAA 2018-19. And, of course, Al Monaco, their head coach, the coach of the year in the USCAA.
Amani Jordan had a steal, lost the ball. Bounce pass to Brown, and it works.
Now it's clicking for Villa Maria again.
Basketball has always been referred to as a game of runs, and this might be an extreme case here. The first couple minutes into this one between the 4 seed and the 1 seed. In the corner doubled, but able to pass out of it was Jada Morgan to Chase Muhammad. She steps into one from beyond the arc. Members only rolling in.
Got the shooters roll off the front of the iron and in.
Muhammad wins the race to the first player to get the double figures with 10. That one nearly thrown into the Johnson & Wales bench, but Nina Cray puts up an elbow jumper and it's in. She now has 6.
2 field goals for Cray. It's a 2-point Johnson & Wales lead. Just over a minute left in the quarter.
Well, at this rate, we might hit 100 on the scoreboard by the third quarter.
Yeah, these two teams scoring at will.
And they can both score the basketball a lot. Villa Maria averages 87 points a game, 72 on the other side as Muhammad's 3 is short and a travel.
Yeah, bored by Gary, and she walked with it. She doesn't like it, talking to her coach, Al Monaco, who's very calm, and you can tell he's been around quite some time. He knows the type of team he has, 24-2, and he's barely gone out of his chair.
You got Leah McQuiller into the game for Villa Maria. Shannon Martin checks in on the other side for Johnson & Wales.
Shannon Martin and Jemiah Montesol now in for the Wildcats.
Jemiah Montesol also checking in. Muhammad trying to go to work to Armani Jordan, a very tough defender for Villa Maria. That one rims around no good. Strong rebound by Cray.
Took their time on that possession. The shot almost went.
Well, shot clock is still on, but it's maybe a couple tenths of a difference between those two.
Yeah, less than a second.
So 16 to shoot. Villa's going to hold for the final shot, trailing by 2 in the first quarter. Ball moving on the perimeter, goes to Jordan, back to Owens. 7 to go. Back to Jordan. That one nearly picked off by Muhammad. Goes Owens. 1 second, and no shot. Wouldn't have counted if it left the hands, but it's a 22-20 Johnson & Wales lead after 10 minutes of play. We'll be right back with the second quarter of the 2019 USCAA semifinal action between Johnson & Wales and Villa Maria. A frantic first quarter and a game of runs makes it a 22-20 Johnson & Wales lead after the first quarter. Rob Longo, Nick Barczyk with you. Glad to have you with us at the Eberly campus at Penn State Fayette. The host for the 2019 USCAA Championships, the 11th consecutive year that Penn State Fayette has hosted this fine tournament.
It's been a great partnership. Before that, it was in Oklahoma, and we hope to have it here in Fayette County for many years to come. Watch out there on the scores table.
I don't want to take out the statting computer there.
Everyone doing a fine job down there.
Jada Morgan checks back in for Kayla Kent. So a little bit of a mixed bag here, starting-wise for Johnson & Wales. Shannon Martin and Justice Wallace in there as reserves. The other 3 starters. Morgan Muhammad, who just chucks up that 3, no good. Along with, well, no Covington out there either.
There's a careless baseball-style pass up ahead trying to find Jordan.
Nope. I'm going to say the possession goes with Villa. Covington and Hankerson check back in. So original starting 5 for the Wildcats. Shemeka Minor between the rings. Flips it over to Shaquana Owens. Owens rewrote the record books last season in the Division II tournament. Long 3, it's in for Minor. Her first bucket of the game is a 3-pointer that gives Villa Maria a 1-point lead.
That's their third made three by my count, up to, you're right, 23-22 Villa Maria. They fall back in their 2-3.
Johnson Wales trying to move the ball in a perimeter. Goes inside to Morgan. She's doubled. Kick out to Muhammad. 3 ball on the way. It's a little too strong. A lot of players at the deck. Hankerson fouled. Can't get the roll, but she'll go to the line for a pair, and Shaquan Owens picks up her first personal foul.
Almost with a finish there. Cray hit the deck. She's up though for Villa Maria.
Shooting at the line, Anisha Hankerson.
So Hankerson goes to the line. 64% foul shooter. Yesterday scored 21 points. 12 of those came in the first half. Able to make the first. Averaging close to 17 points a game. 6-foot junior from Charlotte, North Carolina. Second one good as well.
Nice pair of shots. Good stroke. Johnson and Wales back up 1.
Seesaw affair here early on. 3 ball for Owens, no good. Good closeout defensively, but not able to grab the rebound was Jemiah Monasol. Cray in the lane is fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. Hankerson thought she was straight up, but she got there just a little bit late, and that's her second personal.
Yeah, Cray forced the contact, and Johnson and Wales not too happy with that call. Looked like maybe she swung her leg out. But she'll get the pair of foul shots.
So Cray goes to the line again. Hit her first 2 foul shots. She got 6 points early on. Misses that one.
Figures, doesn't it?
It's always one. 8:31 to play, second quarter. Cray hits the second.
Cray makes 1.
So she has 7. And we're tied. Villa Maria started the game on a 12-3 run. Johnson and Wales called a timeout 3 minutes into the contest, and then after that, Johnson and Wales ripped off a 13-0 run.
Certainly,
and then Villa Maria had to call a timeout.
It has been a game of runs, you're right.
Right now, even at 24, Hankerson, that one can't get the roll. Johnson and Wales wanted a foul. Nothing doing. Good roll. Skip pass a little too low. Goes through the wickets of Cray. There's Morgan in transition to Muhammad. Jab step.
That's a foul.
And pushed on the play by Shemeka Minor, her second.
Minor slapped her.
Almost heard that one from here.
Second team foul of the quarter for Villa Maria.
So that'll force Bianca Brown back into the game.
Coming back in for the Vikings.
As Minor heads to the bench.
Slams her foot down on the hardwood, not happy at all, but that's what happens.
Nobody to blame but yourself.
That's right.
Muhammad thought about an extremely deep three-pointer. Instead, she tries to move the ball. And Villa likes to double on the corners. Good help defense by Nina Cray. And Hankerson pump fake.
That's Gary with the foul.
And it's going to be Takia Gary. So she has 2 personal fouls, but Hankerson would have been better off to put that one in the air because officials say it was on the floor. She was not in the act of shooting.
So fresh 30 here.
Off the screen, Muhammad has it. Hankerson trying to back down. Tries to put up the left arm. She got triple team there. And Jada Morgan tries to rip it away and is called with dual possession. The arrow favors Villa Maria.
First held ball of the game, and you're right, Villa Maria has that arrow. Still tied up at 24.
Kick out to Bianca Brown. Around the horn goes Villa Maria. Jordan back into the game with 2 personal fouls. Misses that one.
Had a wide open look on the near wing and came up empty, and Villa Maria very quick to shoot the 3. But not always falling for him. Is checking out is Gary.
And McQuiller checks in, Leah McQuiller. As well as Jemiah Monasol heads out for Johnson and Wales. Kayla Kent checks back in. Still tied at 24. 3 minutes gone in the second quarter. It was a 22-20 lead, and out of control was Kent. She's going to get the benefit of the doubt here. It's called on Nina Cray of Villa Maria.
Goes on Cray.
Thought maybe it would have been a charge.
That's Cray's first, team foul number 4 on Villa Maria.
And no more to give for the final 7 minutes. Hankerson checks out. Justice Wallace checks back in.
Justice Wallace.
Both teams have kind of gone into a scoring lull here the past couple of minutes. After a breakneck speed in the first quarter, scoring-wise at least, a combined 42 points. So far we've only had 2 points scored, or 6 points I should say. Offensive foul called on Muhammad.
Absolutely good call. Said the feet were set for Cray, and it's going the other way. A lull in scoring here, still tied at 24. We'll see what transpires here. Poked down.
Muhammad almost poked that one away as two. So McQuiller to inbound and right in front of the Johnson & Wales bench. Long three, no good. It hit the support beam above the rim, so possession goes in favor of Johnson & Wales. So Shaquana Owens still shooting the three ball, hasn't hit one yet in the second quarter. Hit a pair in the... She hit a pair in the
first quarter, and we'll see. Johnson & Wales, that's all right. Johnson & Wales called a timeout, I guess, but they say no. Not a very happy sideline there, as it appeared a timeout was granted, but I guess it wasn't. Not sure what happened there.
Good baseline pass. Covington able to paw it. Strong into the
trees.
The trees.
Held ball. A lot of contact there. No foul. They called the jump ball possession arrow.
Well, and to add insult to injury,
Johnson & Wales.
The arrow stays with Johnson & Wales. The possession, I should say, and there's only 9 on the shot clock. Covington with 9 to shoot. Pump fake. Slicing into the lane. There's the contact, and she'll go to the line for 2. As Nina Cray knocked her on the arm, her second personal. The team is now over the limit for the final 6:20 of the second quarter.
Johnson & Wales take advantage of that. Double bonus here. 6:20 left in the first half.
Plenty of foul shots from either side. Covington misses the first. Was 3 for 3 before that one today. 71.6% on the season from the foul line. Second one is good, though. Now has 8. That one deflected away by Kayla Kent. So possession stays with Villa. 26 to shoot on the shot clock. Armani Jordan to inbound. Picked off by Chase Muhammad. Good ball fake by Bianca Covington. Muhammad with a couple jab steps, still 10 to shoot. And an offensive foul called on Bianca Covington. She passed the ball up, but then ran right into Nina Cray.
Yeah, Cray took a hit there and lives to tell about it, but that's a good call on the offensive foul. Team foul number 3.
They got knocked down pretty good there. Deep 3.
Oof.
Almost lands for Bianca Brown.
Again, they're almost too quick to take the 3 there, and they've come up empty a lot as Johnson & Wales controls.
Covington going to try to go baseline. Hooked herself around a defender. Couldn't get the roll. And the defensive board by Leah McQuiller. Gives way to Shaquana Owens. Owens, little hesitation. Flipped it to Brown in the corner. Almost a little reckless. Owens gets it right back. No good. Pulled down by Jada Morgan of Johnson & Wales. Moving right to left in the road gold uniforms with blue trim, blue shoulders. Villa in the home whites with the neon green. I like the neon green and navy blue look.
It's a great combination. Looks like the Seattle Seahawks, doesn't it?
A little bit. Muhammad nearly loses it twice. Has possession with 5 to shoot.
Man.
In some trouble. She fights out of it. 2-second shot has to
enough.
go up. Oh! Let's call bank. Kayla Kent.
The bank's open on a Tuesday afternoon, Rob.
Yep.
My goodness gracious, with the shot clock expiring.
Yeah, that was something else. Gives Johnson & Wales a 4-point advantage now. Good fight from Jada Morgan. Lucky Nina Cray didn't get called for a foul there with all that contact. Here comes Chase Muhammad, 3-on-2. Stop and pop three-pointer. Rims just out. Able to come away with it with Shaquana Owens. Owens floating it to Cray in the lane. And
Nice
she gets the
finish by
strong
Cray.
basket.
Yeah, a lot of contact there, but a nice finish by Cray.
Cray with 9 points now. Villa Maria still with nobody in double figures, but Owens has 8 all in the first quarter, and Cray has 9. Covington tries to attack that zone. Kick out to Morgan. Short. Long
Offensive
rebound, though,
board.
by Wallace. Morgan able to corral. Still 25 to shoot. Muhammad faked like she was going to hit an NBA range 3. Instead, it goes to Covington. Covington still driving again, and it's dual possessions this time in favor of Villa Maria. So it's a 28-26 lead with 3.5 to go. There's a timeout on the floor. We'll be right back for the semifinal action of the USCAA Division II Women's National Championship Tournament. A little over 3.5 to play here, second quarter of our second semifinal game here at Penn State Fayette this afternoon. Rob Longo, Nick Barczyk with you. Glad to have you with us on the Eberly campus in the main arena. Winner of this one plays Central Maine tomorrow at 2 o'clock here in the main arena. The first of 2 championship games tomorrow. It'll also be the Division II men's. Coming up after this one, we'll have the start of the men's semifinals. A couple of upsets there last night. Top-seeded Berkeley College and 4-time defending champion Knights went down to Penn State York as Villa Maria's Takia Gary hits a jumper there.
It's hard to believe, Rob, that Berkeley went down. They're typically a lot like Central Maine. They're always in that national championship game, but surprising for them, they lose in the quarterfinals, and have a foul here.
That'll be on Nina Cray, so that's her third. All coming here in the second quarter. That's going to force Al Monaco to go to the bench, and Talia Bush will check in for Villa Maria after the first foul shot of Justice Wallace. Makes it a 57% foul shooter on the season. 5'9" junior from Concord, North Carolina. Brianna Walthall checks in for the first time today as well for Johnson and Wales. Wildcats defeated Penn State Beaver 66-46 yesterday. As Cray misses that, but there's a lane violation.
Clear lane violation there on Minor.
Shemeka Minor stepped right in, so we'll do a do-over for Wallace. In that game, Hankerson had a double-double in the first half. Almost another lane violation on the other side.
Justice Wallace makes one. Held basketball.
And Wallace can't get it, and then a tie ball ensues. So not a whole lot of... Well, Villa Maria loses possession momentarily. Covington thought about a three. In that game yesterday, Johnson and Wales only led 31-30 at halftime, but outscored Penn State Beaver 27-5 in the third quarter. So between these two teams, if those two games yesterday were any indication, then we'll have a fun third quarter coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. See what team goes on a run here. Good play by Villa Maria.
A couple players hit the deck. Refs let them play.
Oh, Owens.
And it's got to be an offensive foul. No, they're going to
call
call
it a block.
shooting foul and a block.
Man, 2 shots for Owens. That's a questionable call, to say the very least.
Well, Owens did a really good job attacking the defense there, but still thought that there's potential that Muhammad had possession. Regardless, it's her second personal. So that one's good from Shaquana Owens. She now has 9. Close to a 65% free throw shooter. Muhammad will check out with those 2 personals. It's Kayla Kent that goes back in. Second one from Owens is nothing but net, making it look easy. 10 points for her.
Absolutely.
And the first Wildcat to reach double figures. Now has 10 points, tied for a game high with Chase Muhammad, who has been quiet here in the second quarter and has been submitted to the bench. And a travel called.
Yeah, shuffle the feet, and that's going to be called. Normally every time, but sometimes the officials miss that, but not the case there.
Owens wanted to pull the trigger on the 3. Instead, it's Leah McQuiller, who almost banked that one in as well.
Trying to match the bank 3 that Johnson and Wales had earlier in the game.
Heavy rebound from Jada Morgan, loses possession on the way up, and it rolls out of bounds. Villa basketball.
And Morgan too quick with that one.
Here comes Shemeka Minor, going to run the point here. 2-3 zone for Johnson and Wales now. That one well short, and trying to save it was Talia Bush. She does, but to no one in particular, at least that's wearing white, neon green, and navy blue. Jada Morgan on the wing now. Under 2 minutes to go, first half. Covington, lots of contact, blocking foul is called.
Yeah, it's a block.
And it's going to be foul shots regardless, as Villa Maria is over the limit. And that's on Takia Gary. That's her third.
Yep.
So 2 players with 3 personal fouls in the first half, and Armani Jordan's going to have to come back in with the final 96 seconds of the first half, and Jordan has 2 personal fouls. So she'll have to be careful for the last minute 36. Covington at the line with her 9th point. Above her average already at 7.5. Covington had 14 the other day.
Shooter's touch on that one. Knocks them both home.
Covington with 14 against Penn State Beaver yesterday. Catch and shoot from Owens, no good. Lengthy rebound right to Armani Jordan. We'll try it again.
Great possession by Villa Maria.
13 points for Owens.
Third made 3. Leads up to 2, just over a minute left in the second quarter, and a walk. Wildcat turnover.
We'll starting to unravel just a tad.
Just a bit.
For Johnson and Wales.
And again, watch out for another big run for Villa Maria, the way they like to shoot. They're quick. They're
Owens
so quick
thought
with that
about
3 ball, and here they go again.
McQuiller a little short, but a good rebound and a putback by Bush, but she's fouled.
Takes the contact. 2 coming up for Bush, and coming on for Villa Maria will be Bianca Brown.
Brianna Waldhall in the meantime picks up her first personal. Both teams over the limit for the last minute. Bush at the foul line hasn't gone there a whole lot this season, and it kind of shows right there. 2 for 10 from the foul line, make it 2 for 11 on the year.
Hankerson on. She has to check in, though. Taps that scores table.
Bush on the year doesn't score a whole lot, only about 2 points a game. Second one's no good either. 55 seconds to go. Chance for a 2 for 1 here if you're Johnson and Wales, if you play it just right. Hankerson on the perimeter. Cross court, far side. Kent with a little bit of a fake. Little kiss off the glass, no good.
Needed more glass there.
Can't get the rebound. Whew. That one nearly over and back.
Yep. Wide
Owens
open.
stepping into a 3. Nothing
Too open.
but net.
Defensive breakdown. Owens. I could have made that one, Robin. I'm not the athlete, if you can't tell.
5-point lead for Villa Maria. Johnson Wales can get it back down to one possession if the Wildcats play it right here for the final shot. 12 to go. Now down to 10. Kent's going to throw up a three. That's off the mark, no good. And it hits out of bounds with 5.6 to play, so still plenty of time to get a good shot.
Jordan running on, almost knocking over the official.
Yeah, Jordan's going to come on. Not a good three-point shooter, but she can get the ball down there in a hurry or even chuck it if you decide to go with that.
Yep.
Now they're going to go to Owens. Owens with 4. Chucks it to the far side. McQuiller with 2 and has it taken away with 0.4 of a second. She hit the deck.
McQuiller may have hit her face on the floor, and that was ugly.
They're going to call the foul on Kayla Kent. That's her first personal. So if McQuiller is able to, she'll shoot 2 shots with 0.4 of a second.
Janad looked good there. She really hit the deck hard. Not bleeding or anything, so she'll stay in the game. Wow, and she's walking right to the charity stripe.
Well, I don't blame her because on the season, McQuiller is 13 of 15 from the foul line.
Yeah, 87%.
So why not? Grabs at her neck a little bit. Officials making sure that she's able to shoot both.
She'll try to give her team some extra insurance here, and she can make the first with less than a second left.
A tough position. You just got wiped to the floor.
Yeah.
Now you got to hit 2 foul shots with nobody on the line really for you. There she goes.
She makes the second, and she'll have a nice break at halftime. Villa Maria up 6.
4-10. Johnson and Wales will just let it roll out. And it's a 37-31 lead. Villa Maria able to come on strong late in that second quarter to take a 6-point lead into the locker room at the half. "16 points for Shaquana Owens, 9 for Nina Cray for Villa Maria. On the other side, Bianca Covington paving the way for the Wildcats with 10 of her own. Chase Muhammad with 10 as well, but in a little bit of foul trouble. We'll be back to recap it all in the start of the second half here on the USCAA Women's Division II National Championships.
Oh.
37-31, Villa Marie's it over Johnson and Wales as we're ready to start the second half. Rob Longo and Nick Barczyk with you. Glad to have you with us at Penn State Fayette. Second half of this one should be a good one if it's any indication of the first 20 minutes of play. Shaquana Owens tries to chuck up a three. Check that. Shemeka Minor throws one up for Villa Maria. Can't get it to fall.
You're right to think, Owen. She was 4 of 12 from 3 in the first half.
Exactly.
16 points, and they are so quick. That's now 23 threes attempted by Villa Maria. So quick to pull the trigger from beyond the arc, and it's one of the reasons they have a 6-point advantage.
Vikings nailed 5 in that first half. Other thing that stuck out to me is Johnson and Wales throws this one away, is that Villa Maria had 13 made field goals and had 12 assists.
Correct.
So sharing the ball really well. Took care of the ball pretty good, too. 7 turnovers. See a lot of turnovers in this tournament because teams aren't familiar with one another.
Exactly.
Motions run high, kind of, a multitude of things. So 7 turnovers is on the lower end of what we've been seeing over the past couple of days.
That is, and all the assists on those made buckets reminds me of Central Maine. Good fundamentals, good teamwork, good communication on the floor.
Villa Maria misses the first 2 shots, though. Shaquana Owens with those 16 points, leading all players so far. Bianca Covington, Chase Muhammad with 10 each for Johnson and Wales. Anisha Hankerson's been a little quiet today, only with 4 points and 5 rebounds. She had a double-double in her first half yesterday against Penn State Beavers. That one's knocked out of bounds. The tenacious defense of Armani Jordan.
She's into it, goes over and slaps Bianca Brown's hand, and we have a quick timeout here at the 8:48 mark. Al Monaco says, let's take a break. That's a quick trigger on a timeout.
Yeah, it's going to take us to immediate timeout with 8:48 to go, 6-point lead. Still no scoring so far in this second half of the Division II semifinal championship game. $11 to shoot here for Villa Maria out of the timeout. Taken by head coach Al Monaco, who's in his 3rd season at Villa Maria. He's been a basketball coach for over 30 years. Was an assistant coach at SUNY Fredonia, State University of New York. He was there for 24 years as a head basketball coach.
Yeah, great to see some of the resumes on these coaches. Guys like Chris Christensen for Berkeley, now the coach emeritus, but what a great career he had. And Al Monaco, Andrew Morong, the incredible record he's put together for the Central Maine women. So good to see these coaches, very talented coaches that can recruit, and they stick around at these smaller schools. They have a chance to play for a national title here in Fayette County every year.
A little bit of a wasted time out there for Villa Maria as it results in a turnover. Foot on the line for Bianca Brown, misses the long 2. Bianca Covington, her counterpart wearing number 4 in blue and gold, able to come down with the rebound. Johnson and Wales moving left to right, slowing down the pace here in the 3rd quarter. That one picked off. Here comes Shaquana Owens, read the pass perfectly. 2-on-1, takes it herself up and in.
Great play by Owens.
Owens with 18 points now.
First 2 in the second half for her, and the lead's up to 8 for the Vikings.
Owens rewrote the record book for the Division II tournament last year. She tied the record for most 3-point attempts in a game against, guess who, Johnson and Wales. She took 17 3-pointers.
Jeez.
The day before that, she had broken the D2 assist record.
Reaching on Owens.
She picks up her 2nd personal. Owens had the record for most assists in a game, 13. That was against Maine Augusta. That was the day before she chucked up as many 3-pointers as she could. Chase Muhammad in the corner. Tries an entry pass, barely gets through. Kick over to Kayla Kent. Open look at a three. It's short.
She was wide open, too.
Open a good closeout there by Shemeka Miner. An underrated play, making sure that ball rolls out of bounds so that Kayla Kent couldn't get to it.
Absolutely.
Still 39-31. Owens' bucket and that last trip down the floor is the only scoring we've had here in the second half. Inside out game goes to Jordan. Jordan slid that last foot at the last second.
Armani Jordan beat the zone there and lays it in left side of the lane.
Took it all the way herself. A lot of energy from Villa Maria now on a quick little 4-0 run.
Double-digit lead now for the Vikings.
Yeah. Again, Villa Maria started the game on a 12-3 run, and then Johnson & Wales answered with a 13-0 run of their own. So both teams capable of going on scoring spurts as that one rolls out of bounds. Last touch by the Vikings.
27 to shoot for Johnson & Wales.
Still get the sense, though, that there needs to be a bucket here, and Hankerson got tied up, and Cray hit the deck. So Anisha Hankerson whistled for her third personal foul. She's had a quiet evening. She's going to stay in.
She'll stay in for now with 3. If she picks up another one, we'll see what happens.
That one nearly deflected away by Muhammad. Jordan on the perimeter. Entry pass to Cray. Long jumper on the baseline. How about that? Amani Jordan starting to heat up a little bit. She's feeling it.
Yeah,
She now has 6.
Yeah, she has 6. 4 here in the second half. Nice fade away, and the lead's up to a dozen. Villa Maria feeling it. Their bench making a ton of noise to our left.
Hankerson trying to fight it off. Can't. Miner picked up her dribble. Still has Owens with her, though. Here comes Shemeka Owens. And hard to the floor was Jordan. And Chase Muhammad's going to pick up what will end up being her third personal as well. So 2 team fouls, but they're 2 important ones here in the third quarter for Johnson & Wales as 2 key contributors with 3 fouls each now.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see, obviously, if you're the Wildcats. And see what Jordan does here. 48% from the charity stripe.
6 points for her, first time at the foul line today. Misses the first.
Yeah.
Jordan, a 5'6" sophomore from Lockport, New York, went to South Park High School. Yesterday got in a lot of foul trouble in the first half, but had a monster second half with 19 points total. Misses both. Here comes Johnson & Wales now. Chance to get it back down in the single digits with a 3. This trip down at this end of the floor. Ball goes to Hankerson. A good move from Anisha Hankerson, taking it herself.
Absolutely, good take for Hankerson.
She had the lane, she saw it, got around a defender, and that was all she wrote. Cray from the lane, no good. Good close out by Hankerson, and then a frustration foul by Armani Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan.
So that's going to be her third personal now. So it'll be Muhammad across midcourt. Muhammad on the wing. She's going to load up for 3. It rattles home. Big 3 points there. Muhammad now has 13. She was held without a basket in that second quarter. Back down to a 7-point lead now for Villa Maria. Cross court, nearly picked off.
Dangerous.
Brown runs into a brick wall and it rolls out of bounds.
Arms straight in the air though. Hankerson.
Good position. All she does is throw up her arms. Like, what else am I supposed to do there?
That's right. Putting up
and
a
a
great
foul
wall of
call.
shine and a foul there, yep.
Armani Jordan just picked up her 4th, and she got teed up. She's done for the day.
Yep, that's it. She's ripping off the jersey there. She's absolutely furious. Throws it down. Some lingerie on the deck. Wow. She showed maybe too much emotion there right in front of the official to boot.
What a way to
the floor. Yeah, that's
what a way to go out.
Unfortunate. She knew it too. She had the 3, picked up the 4th personal, then the tee, and her day is done.
And Chase Muhammad, a 77% foul shooter, is going to take the foul shots. It's already team foul number 4, by the way. Now Muhammad can't get the last one to roll. It's already team foul number 4 for Johnson and Wales, or for Villa Maria, I should say. As no more fouls to get for the final 5 minutes.
Yeah, you're right. Don't want to put Villa Maria on the line. Or Johnson and Wales, excuse me. And yeah, that's a bad break for Jordan. Bad way for her to finish there. She made quite the exit here at the main arena.
Hankerson trying to go strong to the rim. And throwing that one away was McQuiller, and nearly an and one for Covington. That would have blown the roof off the bench of Johnson and Wales. So with 4:40 to go, we'll have a timeout on the floor. Johnson and Wales trying to claw back into this one, trailing by 6 over top-seeded Villa Maria in the semifinal round of the USCAA championships. Just a couple seconds, under 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. It's a 43-37 Villa Maria lead over Johnson and Wales. Quite the turn of events here in the past couple of minutes. A couple players getting in foul trouble and one player being disqualified because of a 5th personal foul being a technical.
Yeah, Marnie Jordan, and quite the exit for her, throwing off the jersey, storming out. Put on a show. She made her presence known.
Covington hits at the other end of the court. Her first made foul shot of the second half. Can't get the other one to fall. And Jada Morgan able to get the offensive rebound. Johnson and Wales able to reset. Muhammad across the lane. 12 to shoot. Going all the way around the court to try to get that to fall was Kayla Kenton, couldn't get the roll. Step inside the three-point line and an open look from Bianca Brown.
Yep.
6 points now for Brown. Half of her average.
Leads back up to 7, 4 minutes to go.
45-38, 7-point advantage for Villa Maria. Good ball fake there by Covington. Nobody really moving offensively here for Johnson and Wales, and Muhammad's just going to take it herself.
Why not? To the glass and in Muhammad. You're right. They were pretty stagnant there offensively, and Muhammad took the initiative, took it in. 5-point game.
Muhammad with 16 now, doubling what she scored yesterday in the quarterfinal round of 8. Back down to a 2-possession game. Catch and shoot from McQuiller. Had to reach really low to get that one. Maybe loaded up a little bit too much. That one went over the rim. Muhammad jogs it across midcourt. Attacking the 2-3, but it rolls off her foot. From the seat of her pants, McQuiller able to get rid of it. And check that was Brown. And at the other end, Owens can't get the finish.
Easy bunny missed. Have to do a better job there.
Good awareness by Bianca.
Woo, nice
Covington.
take. Covington.
She saw a lane, realized that if she used her quickness, she would have an open path to the hoop. And just like that, it's a 3-point game.
Nice little run for Johnson and Wales.
Under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. The trip to the championship on the line here in the semifinals. 3-ball, no good anywhere close from Bianca Brown. Johnson Wales bench signaling to slow this one down a little bit.
Absolutely.
Pivotal possession here as time begins to wind down in the third quarter. This one floated up top to Morgan. Trying to rock the defense to sleep a little bit there. Kent from the corner. She didn't look like she wanted any part of that three-point shot.
No.
Here comes Nina Cray on the break. Gets around the defender but can't get the finish. Bianca Brown's there. She can't get it to go either. And finally, Muhammad pulls it down.
Good offensive board, but a bad shot there for Brown.
Muhammad might get doubled here, but Kent doesn't even look like she wants to be in the game right now.
No. Looks out of sorts.
Her body language can tell you a lot about a player.
Absolutely. Could
Covington
be just gassed, but
hits the deck hard. So this one will be on Shemeka Minor, her third personal. Again, Ville Marie only goes about 8 players deep. You already have Armani Jordan disqualified from the contest because of fouls. And Covington able to hit the first. 14 points for her. Kent's going to check out along with Anisha Hankerson.
Gary back on for Villa Maria.
Second one from Covington is nothing but net. 15 points for Bianca Covington. And it's only a 1-point game now. Ville Marie is still in command, 45-44. Brown can't change that. But this offensive board might. Strong putback, no good. And Owens on the third chance. This trip down the floor, able to earn a trip to the foul line.
Owens really tough there.
Chase Muhammad just picked up her 4th personal.
Yeah, that's big.
First one from Owens, well short. Second time at the foul line was 2 for 2. Senior at her average of 18 points a game. Tries to get her own rebound, it squirts past her. Here comes Covington with speed. Through 3 defenders, has it deflected away. Wanted the foul call, doesn't get it.
A good play by Gary to knock that out. No contact there, at least the officials thought not. And
now Hankerson's going to come in for Jemiah Monasol. Size advantage there, but Hankerson has to play smart with those 3 personal fouls. Muhammad with a 3, off the mark.
Nice take for Gary.
Yeah, Muhammad couldn't do anything about it because she has 4 fouls.
Absolutely, almost let her score there left side. And 1 minute to go in the quarter, Villa Marie up 3.
Hankerson couldn't quite get that one. Good help
away Cray.
From Owens. Cray and Owens. Cray on the front end, Owens on the back end. Here's Shemeka Minor. Right wing to Bianca Brown. Back up top to Minor. 10 to shoot. Now 7. Not really a whole sense of urgency here for Villa. Finally a 3-ball on the way. Front of the rim, no good. Shot clock is now turned off. 20 seconds to play in the third.
Johnson and Wales most likely holding for the last shot here, I would think.
The pace of this game really slowed down here in the third quarter. For both sides, willing to play a little bit slower, but faster when needed. Corner 3 is no good. Covington was in too deep to get the rebound.
Rebound by Gary, down to 2.
Got to go, or good if it goes. And too high off the glass. So Ville Maria nurses a 3-point lead into the third quarter. A lot of adversity for both sides here heading to the final frame. And a trip to the championship round on the line. Ville Maria leads at the top seed, 47-44 after 3. 47-44, wouldn't have it any closer in a semifinal game here at the USCAA National Championships. Rob Longo and Nick Barczyk with you here as we get started for the final quarter of women's action here. Winner plays Central Maine at 2 o'clock tomorrow here in the main arena at Penn State Fayette, and it'll be Johnson and Wales with the first possession of the fourth quarter. Combined 7 players finding the score sheet in that third quarter. 4 for Villa Maria, 3 for Johnson and Wales. Covington was one of them. Tries to pass out of it, can't do so.
Here comes Owens again.
Owens can't get the bounce. Flying in was Gary, and she draws a foul.
Great rebound, by Gary, and draws the contact. She'll get 2. Came in like a shot, Gary, my goodness.
So Justice Wallace called for her first personal. Team foul number 1 here 30 seconds into the fourth quarter. As Gary is at the line for the first time today, able to make the first. Gary
She has 5, yeah.
averaging close to 11. Second shot from the 69% foul shooter is just off the rim. Couldn't get the roll off the cup.
Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't.
Looks like me trying to putt.
Oh, please, don't even bring up my golf game, or lack thereof.
Still 9 minutes to go here in regulation, 48-44. Cross-court pass, catch and shoot. Money.
Nice. Baseline J.
Jada Morgan with her first bucket since the first quarter. She's got 6. Back down to a one-possession game. Seems like every time Johnson and Wales gets close here in this second half, that happens.
Nice bucket by Gary, you're right.
Takia Gary now with 7 off the bench. Trying to fill the shoes of Armani Jordan, who fouled out with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Was called for her 4th. Was upset. Got called for a technical and disqualified her from the game. Hankerson almost put someone in a chokehold there. No foul called. Covington got bumped pretty good.
Man,
5
Gary
count has
all over
started.
her.
And she tried to throw it off Gary.
Like white on rice.
Gary almost got caught with an elbow, too. Covington just has to make sure she doesn't get called for a whoo!
Nothing but nylon there for Minor.
Shemeka Minor, 6 points, but a huge three-pointer there. That was deep.
Pushes that lead up to 7, Rob, yeah.
I was going to say Covington better be careful she didn't get called for a frustration foul, and Kent just chucks that up.
That's a frustration shot. That made no sense. Way off the mark.
It just kind of seems very mundane out there. The top of that 2-3 zone. 3 from Brown.
That
a little
been
too
a killer.
strong.
Yeah.
That could have been a backbreaker. Would have put it back up to 10 in favor of Villa Maria. And right into the defense.
Look at Brown.
We're going to get Bianca Brown for her second personal. Team foul number 1. Chase Muhammad's going to come back in with 4 personal fouls.
Back in the game for the Wildcats, Chase Muhammad.
We'll also see Shannon Martin for the first time here in the second half.
Yeah. Covington out. Catch and shoot, just like Villa Maria's sideline said. Oh,
Hankerson.
wow, Hankerson, no
How'd she not get called for the offensive foul there? She is a bull in a china shop.
My goodness, Hankerson.
Somehow she gets the foul called
Go to the
in
line
favor of her.
for the 3-point play. That's really incredible, Rob.
And Gary picks up her 4th in the process. Oh, my goodness.
Cannot believe that wasn't an offensive foul on Hankerson, but oh well, we're not wearing the stripes and we don't have the whistles, so.
I'm glad I'm not on the court after that sequence by Hankerson either. Anybody in her way was getting tossed to the deck. Hankerson at the line for the second time. Can't get the N1, but Jada Morgan gets the offensive rebound. That
Big
could be
board
even
there.
more important. Kayla Kent over to Chase Muhammad. Muhammad has it deflected, out of bounds.
Good play by Brown, and she thought it should be Viking basketball. So does Coach Monaco. He
So
says
does
check.
everybody.
Yeah.
So does everybody that's wearing that neon green and
Yeah.
navy blue.
Bianca Brown adamant that she was not the last to touch it. Johnson and Wells basketball, 15 to shoot.
Hankerson on the right block. A foul is called on Shemeka Minor. That's her fourth personal.
Yeah.
So now one player has already been disqualified from Villa Maria. Takia Gary and Shemeka Minor both have 4 personals.
Yeah, Jordan
Nina
fouled
Cray,
out. And
Nina Cray has 3. Hankerson hesitation move, it works. 8 points for her. It's back down to a 3-point lead for Villa Maria.
Cray kind of let that layup by Hankerson just happen, and now it's a 3-point game.
Didn't really have much of a choice.
No.
That went off the foot of Gary, and that's going to be her 5th personal if it's on her. It is. She's done.
Gary's out.
Now, you can't fault a player for a hustle play like that, but she fouls out with 7 points with 6:48 to go here in the 4th. And again, that's really making that Villa Maria bench pretty anemic as the Vikings only go 8 deep.
Yeah, they're not too deep as it is, and McQuiller will come in for the disqualified Gary. And Covington is going to come back on for Johnson and Wales.
Coming in for the Wildcats, Bianca Covington.
Chance for the Wildcats to tie it up here. 3-point game. Muhammad, entry pass. Kick back out from Morgan. Around the horn it goes. Deep
Oh, my
3.
gosh.
Almost gets the roll. And an offensive foul called on Anisha Hankerson. Hankerson just picks up her 4th. And if that would have been on Minor, that would have been catastrophic.
Absolutely.
For Villa Maria, because that would have been her 5th also.
Yep, that's a lucky break for the Vikings.
And it would have also been foul shots. No more fouls to give here in the 4th.
Yeah, there would have been team foul 5. And
Cray on the block. Hankerson was straight up. Covington almost dribbles into a double team. She hands it off right before midcourt for Chase Muhammad. Muhammad trying to direct the offense. This play's going to go to Martin in the corner. Flipping it to Hankerson. Somehow she comes down with it
Hankerson, my
despite a
goodness.
double team and another foul called. This one on Bianca Brown. That's her 3rd. Team, of course, is now over the limit with a tick under 6 to play.
It goes Hankerson's way again. She was able to come down with that one in traffic, get the foul call, and
Well, it wasn't the smartest pass in the world by
No.
Martin as Hankerson's able to hit the first because she was obviously double teamed, but Hankerson was able to make a play like a 6'5" wide receiver in double coverage.
beautiful stroke there, and she makes them both. It's a 1-point game.
Hankerson now in double figures, and based off her play here, I'm not keeping track of rebounds, but I would imagine she's well near a double-double considering she had 6 rebounds in the first half.
Oh, absolutely. Wathall came back in, by the way, for Johnson and Wales, and we have a ball game here. Under 6 to go. Wide open corner 3, though.
McQuiller can't hit it. And last touched by the Vikings. So a chance now for the Wildcats of Johnson and Wales from Charlotte, North Carolina to take the lead on this possession. Stop me if you heard this before, but the game of basketball is a game of runs.
Absolutely. I have heard that.
Well, this game holds.
Just today, actually.
Well, this one holds very true to it, that's for sure.
Certainly does. And
Covington tried
It's a
to use it as a
screen.
screen. That went off her foot. She races to get it right before it goes across midcourt.
shot clock at 6.
Muhammad has to go. 4 seconds. Stepping into that one was Jada Morgan. A little too strong off the back iron.
Big board by McQuiller and Villa Maria. See what they do.
You can tell this Villa Maria team is gassed.
They
Freshest player is McQuiller, and she can't hit a 3. It's short.
Had a wide open look, but rolls right to Minor.
You get the sense that Villa just trying to weather the storm. Another chance it doesn't go, and McQuiller and everybody's body language is telling you a lot here.
Immediate timeout. That'll help both teams. They both seem gassed out there.
Now 53-52. It's going to be a fun 5 minutes here from the main gymnasium at Penn State Fayette. Final media timeout. With 4:52 to go here in regulation, 53-52, Villa Maria, the top seed in Division II, trying to stave off 4-seeded Johnson and Wales. Rob Longa, Nick Barczyk with you from Penn State Fayette. Out of the timeout, it'll be Johnson and Wales in the backcourt. Walking it across midcourt, Chase Muhammad, one of several players on the court who has 4 personal fouls. Muhammad on the wing, catch and shoot. Nope, just going to try to throw it into the middle, and Craig comes away with it.
Yeah, Rob, I'm not sure what the final 4:30 holds. Either one of these teams could go on a run. It's interesting. No really feel for the last few minutes here.
Villa Maria was 5 of 22 from beyond the arc, and seems like the Vikings are just chucking up and praying, hoping that a three-pointer can go in.
They take a ton of threes, and you live by it, you die by it.
There's a three from Martin, and that's well short.
That was quirky. Weird motion. She was contested in the corner, and good play by Brown. Ooh.
Martin with a lot of contact.
Got to be a foul on Martin.
That'll be her first. That's only team foul number 3, so not a whole lot of damage done other than Nina Cray hitting the floor for another time today. She's been a little bruised and battered. Kayla Kent's going to check in for Martin. Bianca Brown on the wing.
Brown thought about it. Owens in the corner.
Oof. And no need to take that shot either because you had a fresh 30 seconds. Try to work the ball around a little. You still got to have the presence to know that you have a 1-point lead.
Hankerson again.
And Hankerson gets a blocking foul.
A blocking foul on Owens.
That's going to be.
Or check that on.
Yeah, it's on Owens. That'll be her third.
Owens. Yeah.
But Hankerson had the position. Well, Monaco's saying, why is that a block? But it's clearly in the restricted area. She's pretty much underneath the hoop.
No. Pleading his case to no avail, obviously. And
Hankerson is in there.
Wallace will come back on for Johnson and Wales.
Well, the restricted area has been another addition over the past couple of years.
Absolutely. Yeah, but they really don't like that call on the Villa Maria side.
Hankerson's been making hay at the foul line today, though, especially in this fourth quarter. 4 for 5 from the foul line. Johnson and Wales back up to a 1-point lead now. Inbounds goes to Owens. Owens across midcourt. Covington lets her go by. Probably not the smartest move. Nobody stopped the ball.
Owens right to the basket, uncontested.
That's her first bucket of the fourth quarter. She now has 20.
Villa Maria up 1, 55-54.
Muhammad between the circles with under 3.5 to go. It's back up to a 1-point lead for Villa Maria. These two teams battled it out last year. Same thing this season.
Shot clock at 5.
Kick out, contact, offensive foul on Kayla Kent, her second personal. Team foul number 4. And a technical.
Technical foul, obviously.
On Nina Cray. She's upset. I don't know what was said.
Furious. Cray was absolutely furious. Her teammates holding her back. That's an obvious technical. Tempers flaring on the Villa Maria side. Holding on to a 1-point lead, but man, Cray was furious after she hit the floor.
So that is her 4th personal as well. Yeah, if I'm Al Monaco here, I might think about calling a timeout
just to reset the troops. And Shemeka Minor
calm
is
everybody
screaming at
down.
her teammates to calm down, please be quiet. We have a chance to play for a national championship. You have to be more composed out there, and these officials will not let that behavior slide. And the USCAA semifinal game, this isn't a game on the playground. They're going to officiate this tightly and call technicals when they should be called, and there's been 2 today on the Vikings. They're checking the official book here at the scores table.
So out of this, Johnson and Wales is going to get 2 free throws.
Correct.
So Kent gets her second personal. That's right.
An intentional foul.
They call it intentional?
Technical. Yeah, that's correct. I thought our PA announcer said intentional. That would not make any sense.
Shooting the fouls for the Wildcats will be Chase Muhammad.
So Chase Muhammad's going to shoot 2 here and can potentially give Johnson and Wales the lead. First one is good from the 77% free throw shooter. Muhammad's first points here in the fourth quarter.
Villa Maria still has to be careful. Coach Monaco telling Owens, please. She was down slapping the floor.
Well, yeah, because Owens has had 3 fouls. So possession still stays with Villa, though.
They're trailing by 1 now, 3:12 left, and they have to stay composed down the stretch.
Johnson and Wales with a 1-point lead. Minor with 4 fouls, kicks it to the corner to McQuiller. McQuiller racing into the lane and gets it off the window and in. Liam McQuiller, one of the few that's still composed out on the floor, and it shows.
Yeah, McQuiller gets in the stat sheet. Back and forth, Villa Maria back on top.
Corner 3 off the back iron, and a foul is called on Jada Morgan. That's only her second.
A big
So that'll be team foul number 5. So foul shots for both sides, the final 2:36 here.
Yeah, good play by Minor.
So Minor will go to the line for the first time. She does not go to the foul line ever. She is 2 for 3 on the season.
That's 67%.
That's a good percentage,
That
but
is.
also a very, very, very small sample size.
Absolutely.
So Minor misses the first.
Ankerson's back in for Johnson and Wales.
Yeah, she's the 3-point shooter
That's right.
at 34.5%. Second
3-point
one's no good.
specialist, I guess you could say.
And that second one's no good either. She'll run a point from time to time as well. But with 2.5 to go, Villa Maria with a 1-point lead couldn't capitalize on 2 free throws. Muhammad holds. She also has 4 fouls. Covington back to Muhammad. Little pitch and catch on the perimeter, moving that 2-3 zone. Covington attacks.
Good
Floater.
take.
No good. Gets her own rebound. Puts it
Great
up.
play, Covington. Timeout, Johnson and Wales. They're back up a point, 2:10 left.
We'll see what Johnson and Wales elects to do here. If it's a 30 or a full. Options for both. It'll be a 30-second timeout. So Johnson and Wales has 2 timeouts left, both fulls. Villa Maria also has 2 timeouts as well. Those 2 are also full timeouts. Villa Maria 24-2 overall on the season. Last year went 23-8. Lost to Johnson and Wales. Johnson and Wales was the 2 seed last year. Villa Maria was the 6 seed in the tournament. As the Vikings are currently on a 23-game winning streak. Lost 2 of their first 3 games of the year. Lost to Fisher College, 64-61 in the first game of the season. 2 games later, lost to Maine Fort Kent, 69-63. Maine Fort Kent will be playing on Thursday in the Division I tournament. That last loss came on November 4th.
Wow. They're not used to losing. They don't want to do it here, obviously, in a semifinal game. And
Haven't lost in 4 months. You don't want it to come in March.
no.
Cross midcourt at Shemeka Minor. Holding to the right side for Bianca Brown. Over to McQuiller. McQuiller trying to find Cray inside. She's
Contact.
fouled, doesn't get the bucket. And she'll go to the line for 2. Justice Wallace picks up her second personal.
Cray almost got it to go, and she's trying to compose herself here after getting teed up.
It might not be the worst thing in the world because now it can be an offensive possession substitution for Johnson and Wales, as Hankerson can check in with 4 personal fouls along with Chase Muhammad, who also has 4. As long as nobody gets a foul in the box out on the second shot. Or the way that this game has gone, who knows?
Who knows?
Nina Cray
You
misses
never
her
know.
first. She's now 3 for 5 at the foul line today. She's been held scoreless here in the second half. You got to remember she picked up a technical just a few minutes ago as well. Misses both.
Tough break.
That could have been pivotal for Villa Maria. Under 2 minutes ago. 1 point game. Johnson and Wales leads it. A trip to the championship game tomorrow afternoon on the line. Between 17 and 8 overall, Johnson and Wales, the number 4 seed, and top seeded Villa Maria College with a 24-2 mark.
Playing
Johnson and
catch here.
Yep, taking it all the way down. 3 seconds to shoot. Covington attacks. Hankerson has to get it off. Around the rim, no good. Crashing in and getting the rebound is Shaquana Owens of Villa. Vikings still moving right to left, approaching the 1 minute mark in the fourth quarter. Dump off at the last second to Nina Craig.
Beautiful finish with Cray.
Great awareness. 59-58. 65 seconds to go. Johnson and Wales now trails by 1.
Ooh, lot of
Contact, nothing called.
Looked like the official wanted to call something, but no call. Here's Owens.
Owens with a runner. No good. Muhammad pulls down the rebound. 18-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Johnson and Wales not going to try to go for a 2-for-1 here. Hankerson.
Hankerson again, they tried to find her, but it's Cray.
Still a 3-second difference.
Slow it down, says Coach Monaco, telling.
And Johnson and Wales needs to foul.
I would think so at this point, absolutely. Foul minor.
He's telling him to foul him. Covington
now
finally does it. There was
Owens.
a ton of time that rolled off the clock.
Should have fouled minor.
Now he wanted to foul minor. Instead, he fouls Owens. Covington was the only one that heard.
Yeah.
Covington has her second. No one else could really. Well, Kayla Kent could have. She has 2 personals. So 59-58.
Yeah, at this point, you're just trying to win the game, and you had to foul there sooner than you did. And these are massive foul shots. Can't get the bounce. Owens.
Now keep in mind here, they're going to call time. Johnson Wales is going to call a timeout after this.
Yep.
To advance the ball across midcourt.
Got it.
There's the timeout. 21 points now for Shaquana Owens. It's going to be a full timeout for Johnson and Wales. So a couple different options here. A little bit under 22 seconds to go. You can take it all the way down. You can try to either tie the game, or if you're feeling ambitious, which I don't know why you would at this rate because of the way that this game has been going, you can chuck up a 3, but Shannon Martin just checked in. She hits at about a 34% clip beyond the arc. She's probably the best three-point shooter that the Wildcats have outside of Chase Muhammad.
Yeah, it's a tough decision if you go for the quick 2 or if you launch up the 3.
Now, if this was a different ball game and that you were confident in your team's foul shooting and Owens was able to make both foul shots there, you could, if you were Villa Maria, you could foul here and avoid the 3-point shot.
You could do that.
And only force them to take 2, and then you got to get the rebound and make your foul shots at the other end. But that's neither here nor there. So we'll see how Johnson and Wales decides to play this. You would imagine they're going to advance the ball to the front court. That's an option that the coaches have. They don't necessarily have to advance it. But here, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
In this situation, and it'll be the inbounds right in front of the Wildcats bench. Villa's going to pack it into a 2-3 zone, it looks like. And it's going to be Kayla Kent to run the point. Sets it up in the corner. Muhammad, 15 seconds.
Screen.
She puts up a shot, no good. Hankerson trying to get the rebound, gets the offensive board, 11. Foul! Ooh. Doesn't get the basket, but she'll go to the line for 2 with 10 seconds to go.
2 massive shots here, obviously, for Hankerson as Cray gets the brunt of the contact. Again, they're going to bring on Covington for the final 10 seconds.
And Owens whistled for her 4th. I don't know if this game goes to overtime. It might be 3-on-2 the way that these 2 teams have been fouling. Everybody's going to be disqualified.
It's been something to watch.
Hankerson at the foul line. Makes
Knocks
the first.
It down.
13 points for Anisha Hankerson.
Covington in for Martin, and I'm sure her heart's pounding a bit here.
And a timeout. Smart timeout by Villa Maria. It's going to be a full timeout for Al Monaco. So this is where you can get a little sketchy if you're Villa because you still have 1 timeout to go. Johnson and Wales is going to have 1 timeout as well. So the issue here is that you don't want to give too much information in the huddle. It sounds like a weird thing to do, and Jemiah Monosol is going to check back in, and so is Justice Wallace, which is smart for the Wildcats, because then that way you can have a couple players to give a couple fouls if you have to, depending on make or miss here. Because if you're...
Yeah, it's very interesting to see what these coaches are drawing up now, and pretty furious writing on the whiteboard right now for Coach Monaco, and it's a little more laid back for Johnson and Wales, so we'll see. Again, it depends on what Hankerson does here.
So Hankerson with her second here, with a chance to tie the game with 10 seconds to go. On a release, she makes it.
Ties it up at 60. 10
and
seconds
Hankerson's
to go.
going to come out.
Yeah, Wallace will come in.
10 seconds to go. We'll see if Villa's going to let this one ride. Everybody trying to get the troops in order. Full court man-to-man with 10 seconds to go. Here comes Owens. Owens with 7 across midcourt. Kicks it out. 2 seconds. Layup.
Block.
No good.
Overtime.
We have extra time in the semifinal game. Tied at 60. We're going to put 5 minutes on the clock, and we're going to play some more for the right to play for the 2019 USCAA National Championship. $40 minutes not enough in the second women's game here in Division II, women's semifinals. As we'll get ready for some extra time. We'll have an opening tip-off just like we're going to start over the game.
Absolutely. 5 minutes on the clock, all tied up at 60, and we'll see. Again, it's been fun.
Tip goes to Villa Maria. It looks like the start of the game all over again. Vikings can't get the hoop. That one rolls out of bounds. Last touch by the Vikings. So it'll be Johnson and Wales basketball.
Yeah, Bianca Brown took a shot there. And
so because of its overtime, the team fouls do not reset, so both teams are still in a bonus.
Absolutely.
Each team also picks up an extra 60-second timeout as well.
Johnson and Wales has the arrow after they lost the opening tap. I'm sure that'll play a factor down the stretch.
Covington with the dump off to Hankerson at the last second. She can't get it to finish. Gets her own rebound. Third time, finally a charm.
Hankerson, no quitting her.
Anisha Hankerson, yes, has 16 points.
Yeah.
She had 8 in that fourth quarter.
Wow.
Wow, look at that speed from Owens. Can't get it to fall, though. Hankerson came up big down the stretch, hitting 6 of 7 foul shots in that fourth quarter. Without her, Johnson and Wales is already heading back to North Carolina. Covington with the crossover. Around the horn, Kayla Kent can't hit. Quiller pads the stats instead of letting that one roll out of bounds. Here's Minor with a 3. No good.
Got a screen from Owens. Cray almost came down with it, but it's Johnson and Wales.
Kent with a big rebound. She comes up a little limp. There's the Muhammad. Muhammad still in there with 4 fouls, as well as Anisha Hankerson. 2 players already disqualified for Villa Maria. Muhammad stepping into a 3. Off the mark. And nobody got a piece of that for Villa. So it'll stay with the Vikings. Called an air ball. Johnson and Wales with a 62-60 lead. Anisha Hankerson with the only scoring here 2 minutes into overtime. Winner gets Central Maine tomorrow at 2 o'clock with some tired legs. And how about that shot from Bianca Brown? She has 9 points. That's a big one.
Downtown Bianca Brown with that one. Villa Maria has the lead.
A 36% three-point shooter on the season. Kent holds. Covington works it back to Kent. 10 to shoot. Both teams have to be doggone tired at this point.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Muhammad with 5. 3 seconds. Covington with a 3. Trying to answer, no good. Clear possession by Shaquana Owens and Villa Maria. The shot clock violation doesn't happen. Minor goes around the horn to McQuiller. Back up top to Brown. Just hit that clutch 3. She's trying to hit another one. No good.
Had the pick from Cray, but Ken hit.
Ken hits the deck again. She's having some issues with that left knee.
Slow to run down the floor. Finally gets in the front court.
Muhammad near side. Looking at Covington. Back to Chase Muhammad. Cross court. Kent, she's going to try to show up a 3. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Bianca Brown. She hands it off to Shaquana Owens. And a timeout taken by Villa Maria. It'll take us to a immediate timeout here in overtime as well. 100 seconds to go. It's going to be a wild finish of the 2019 USCAA Championship semifinal game. Tensions running high at Penn State Fayette in the semifinal round of the Women's Division II National Championships. Going to be some tired legs on the court tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Absolutely. Whoever comes out of this game will be gassed, and the bumps and bruises, though, will be worth it. Villa Maria basketball up 1.
It'll be 3 games in 3 days with some overtime thrown in there as well.
That's tough. Kids are young, though. They're much more likely to bounce back quicker from any bumps or bruises.
McCuller can't handle that. Might have got pushed down by Morgan.
Owens
for 3, no good. Shot clock was winding down.
Nothing but net but the bad way for Villa Maria there.
Here comes Muhammad now. A little over a minute to play. Morgan's going to try her hand on a jumper. No good. Nothing going here offensively for Johnson and Wales. There's only been a combined 5 points here in this
only
4-minute
shots
stretch
in the overtime period, and Villa Maria basketball up 1, 60 seconds to go.
63-62, Villa Maria Y1. Can extend this lead. McQuiller with a 3. Oh, it rims out. Crashing in, it was Cray. She's able to get the offensive rebound.
Does. Huge play off to Owens.
And a foul is called. Owens is going to go to the line. Muhammad is going to get called for her 5th personal. And that's a big blow here in overtime.
Yeah, Muhammad's done, and Bianca Brown is in some serious pain. grabbing her shin. She was grabbing her right leg in general.
Was grabbing at that right quad.
Yeah.
Might just be a dead leg. And he got hit by a knee.
So leave a mark.
Owens goes to the line for 2, and Villa is taking no chances at transition defense, pulling everybody off the line. So Owens at the line today. He's been up and down. This time she's down again. 21 points. Has missed 3 of her last 5 free throw attempts. 5 of 7 on the day. Now 6 of 8.
Bleeds up to 2.
22 points for Owens.
12-second difference, shot in game for Johnson and Wales.
Still plenty of time for either side to make something happen. Into the corner. And that one nearly picked off. Here goes Kent with a runner in the lane. Off the rim, no good. Tipped around.
Villa Maria. Backbreaker for the Wildcats.
Still some time here.
Yeah, absolutely.
24 seconds. Wallace is going to come in with 2 personals.
Hankerson's out.
Hankerson still has 4. So you can play this a couple different ways. Now timeout taken by Johnson and Wales.
That's the way they play it.
So a couple different ways you can do this here. If you're Johnson and Wales can go for the steal initially. You don't get the steal. Maybe try the 10-second call. That doesn't work, then you have to foul.
Yeah, I would say that would be the game plan here. Just try to press as much as you can, and at some point you will have to foul.
Meanwhile, the teams on the men's side trying to get warmed up here. First game will be Penn State Wilkes-Barre against Vermont Tech. Vermont Tech with an upset of Villa Maria men, 70-66 yesterday.
Yeah, that was an upset. So interesting to see on the men's side. Berkeley falling, and
these Vikings hoping to avoid a similar fate. Lead by 2 right now, though.
Play the defense of your life. If you're Johnson and Wells, almost got the steal. Covington almost had it.
You don't want to foul Owens, but you're going to have to.
Yeah, they foul Owens as she crosses midcourt in 19 seconds.
So be on Justice Wallace. That is her 3rd personal.
Just have to hope that Owens can connect on these, and she got some words of encouragement there for Minor. Hankerson and Martin will come back in.
19 seconds to go. If you're Johnson and Wales, you have 1 timeout left. As that one misses by Owens. So even on a make here or a miss, you can call the timeout and advance the ball to the front court if you want more time. Martin, the 3-point shooter, is in there. Second from Owens. That's good.
Knocks it.
So now if you're Johnson and Wales, you get a timeout.
Yep. Morgan was starting to roll the ball up the floor, but a timeout called first, and we'll see if they go for a quick 2 or try to go for the 3 to tie it.
That's probably the discussion that'll be in the huddle here.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's been fun. Certainly interesting after, coming in Villa Maria, I thought had the distinct advantage after what I had heard of them and also their defeat of Fayette yesterday. But Johnson and Wales, give them credit. They've hung around and have been very formidable and may pull this one out.
And we were tied at 60 to get to this point. It's 22-20 after the first quarter, and then Johnson and Wales had a rough second quarter, was down 6, outscored Villa Maria by 3 in the third quarter, and then outscored the Vikings again in the fourth quarter, 16-10, in order to make it a tie game. Right now we're at a 3-point favor of Villa Maria with 19 seconds to go. Johnson and Wales again out of timeouts. Villa Maria still has 1. Possession arrow is in favor of Johnson and Wales as well.
Yeah, and in situations like this, it won't be surprising to see a loose ball and a tie-up. These two teams will be desperate, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, the tie-up would favor the Wildcats, who have the basketball. On their side of the floor, down 3.
19 seconds to play. Here we go. Kent trying to go baseline, gets around everybody. They're going to try to kick it out to Hankerson. Hankerson has it with 12. And it's stolen away. There goes McQuiller racing down, and she's fouled with 6.5 to go.
What a play by McQuiller.
The anticipation by Leah McQuiller could save the season for Villa Maria. Now
What a monster play, yeah.
Now if McQuiller can hit one of these,
it's probably over.
could pretty much call game. McQuiller on the season is 14 of 16, including a 1 of 2 here today. She makes it. 4 points, but that one is by far the biggest.
Coach is screaming no foul on the Villa Maria side. Do not foul.
Second one's no good.
That's
5
just
seconds.
as well.
Here goes Johnson and Wales. Martin has to chuck one with 1 second. Well short and survive and advance. The top seed Villa Maria Vikings, 66-62 winners, and are heading to the championship game. What a finish.
That was fun. Great play by McQuiller, Villa Maria. That's fantastic, and a big smile I caught. It's gone away now, but Al Monaco, he's been doing this for a long time, and you could tell he really enjoyed that one. They squeak it out. Can't wait tomorrow. Central Maine and Villa Maria. That should be fun.
Heartbreak on the side of Villa Maria. Or joy on the side of Villa Maria. And
yeah, they're happy for now. We'll see about
heartbreak
tomorrow.
on the side of Johnson and Wales. So the final is set for tomorrow between Villa Maria of Buffalo and Central Maine Community College. It'll be a fun one at
game.
2 o'clock here in the main arena. Coming up on the men's side, Penn State Wilkes-Barre takes on Vermont Tech in a battle of the 3 and the 10 seeds. We'll have more coverage of that one coming up here from the Penn State Fayette main arena.